former Executive Secretary of the Inspector General of Police, Superintendent Peter Tobu, has criticized governments for rejecting significant portions of the Emile Short Commission report. The commission, tasked to look into circumstances leading to the violence that characterized the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-elections, made several recommendations, including the prosecution of the SWAT team member who slapped MP Sam George. But all of that and more, constituting about 50% of the recommendations, were rejected. For many, including the minority in Parliament, government's position on the report adversely affects the campaign against party militia activities. Speaking at a forum by the Coalition of CSO Against Political Vigilantism, Superintendent Tobu urged Ghanaians to vote out any party that accommodates vigilante groups.
I'm just being real to the fact that in Ghana we pretend too much. When there is fire, let's look for water and quench it. Let's not sweep it under the carpet. I'm sure that all of you have realized that the people who were harmed or injured during the Ayawaso West Wuogon, they are still in pain. We've not been able to truly reconcile. We've not been able to truly heal them. And this is just lying waiting for us. Vengeance can come. But what we are saying is that as a country, let's hold the bull by the horn. Say it as it is. If it is wrong, it is wrong. Because where we have got it to, and I was saying, whether NDC or MPP, let's be honest with ourselves and say political vigilance is a no-go area for our democracy. Simple and short.
But the government commissioned the Emile Short committee to, investigate the matter. They submitted their report, and government has dealt with it. I mean, you're not satisfied, Claire.
I want every Ghanaian to be a student of the Emile Short Commission report. Right. Read it word by word, page by page, and read government's recommendation. Read the government white paper. And that's why I was saying that the government white paper is not white enough. The government white paper is not white enough. Mark my words. And they know it's not about grammar. This country, we love the country. You see, I speak like this because I have real experience in Bosnia. I saw what war is. I've seen what war is in Darfur. I've seen what war is in South Sudan. I've seen what it is in Liberia. So when I'm talking about the love for my country, listen, I am so passionate about it. The government white paper is not white enough. That is all I will say.
And you think that there might be reprisal should NDC return to power?
It is not about reprisal. It's about the fact that we need to do things right. And sometimes when people get out of control, it's very difficult to manage them. Let's do things right. And when there is discipline in this country, I don't think that anybody will just rise up and pick a gun or pick a knife and start chasing a brother because 10 years ago you hurt me and nothing has happened, and today I have gotten the opportunity and I have to pay back. That is wrong.
And speaking on the theme, Ayawaso West Wuogon, recounting the cost of healing the victims, security analyst Adam Bona called for the establishment of a Truth and Reconciliation Forum to hear the complaints of victims. He believes the forum will heal aggrieved parties in this case.
And I'm saying this, and I would say it should not be only for Ayawaso West Wuogon victims. It should be, let's backdate it, if it has to be Talensi, Etiwa, and others, Chiriponi, bring them together. Because there are people who today are incapacitated, either in Talensi or Etiwa or whatever. And they are going through pain, and you know the way our politicians are. They use you and you are left. And so can we bring all these people in a room, if there are 100 of them, let's listen to them. Maybe those who don't know how painful this can be would learn lessons, and they themselves, they would get out that hate out of them. Just like we did after after Kufuor came into power, we had some commission set up. In South Africa, they've had it. And I think if we are not careful and we want to use punitive, let's punish. We might not get what we want, first of all. And secondly, people will continue to grieve. And chances are that when their party comes into power, they will pick up arms and try to revenge. And so mine is that let's bring them in and dialogue and let them heal, speak about how they feel, how painful this whole thing is or has been.
So do I?
Mr. Bona wants the EC to thoroughly brief political parties on electoral processes to curb any chaos and confusion on election day. According to him, the understanding of the process will minimize electoral violence.